Testing 1 2 3. Alright, let's see if this works. I'm sorry for the mic noise. I thought I turned the mic off briefly. Whoopsie. Alright, sorry about that. Hello, it's Val, and welcome to Skyrim, Zahjira's Travels, my serious roleplay series. Alright, I have relocated my mic to a new location. I'm going to turn up my mic just a little bit, because it's not quite as close as it was, but it's a little bit more out of the way. I was having some issues with the mic stand tilting and whatnot. So we'll try this. We'll see if this is too loud. If it's too loud, let me know. If it's not loud enough, well, let me know that too. I will listen back after and during my break if I get a chance and see if the mic level is okay. I think it's okay. I'm looking at it now. I think it's okay, but I guess we'll find out. Righty. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Or, in this case, into the catacombs. And just a minute while I... try to make sure if something scrolls, it's not something I don't want scrolling. Alrighty. Let's get Zahjira and the boys functional. Khajiit thinks that she needs to put on her mask and to double check what she's wearing since she, she is thinking that no, that one. And where is her? Yes, this one. No, she still had it on. Air. Is there anything else she needs to do? Yes. Spells. Spells would probably be a good thing. Because undoubtedly Patema has woken up some of the previously resting in peace remains. Obviously the souls of the people that once inhabited the flesh are no longer there. But that doesn't stop Droger from being created. And last but not least, actually, let's get out her trap spell. That seems like a good idea.
I was a student at the Bard's College for a short time, until my affiliation with Vermina.
Arender's telling his story again. Alright, what you wanted to look at. She's not sure if those are lasting longer than they did before. They feel slightly stronger, but it could be her imagination. You never know. Okay, fellas. Okay. That looks like a friendly person. She waits for her eyes to adjust.
Did you hear what happened to the fishwife? Spoiled, spoiled beyond repair. Never was she always fair.
Okay, Khajiit is getting the impression this person perhaps may not be entirely cognizant of reality. Hello.
4 mortals made a pact, dressed in blood, signed in blood. The hollows scream words unknown, knells of silence to forewarn that which cannot be unseen. Darkness fathomed daylight's dream. Signed in blood, dressed in blood, neither death nor calm nor coming spring can stop the scarlet rain or sea.
Oh, this poor
For the
child.
seeds have been planted in the void, and the void planted in the seed.
She is a little younger than Khajiit thought at first. Well met. Khajiit's name is Zahjira.
Met with darkness, met with stones, met with kisses, met with bones. The pact is made. Death draws near, like a shade that draws strength from fear.
Tell Khajiit about this pact?
4 mortals said the words and brought the blight upon this land. 2 knives, 1 tail, and the hour of death is soon at hand. The 3rd with sand between her toes, the 4th with ice upon his breath. Together in ritual and sunken time, they seek the dismal death. The stage is built, but the chairs are all but sterile. A place for one who sits opposed, a challenger, a champion, a hero. For when darkness fells the day and swallows the stars, all that's left to light the path is the fire that burns in mortal hearts.
Khajiit is getting the impression you're speaking possibly about what's going on down here. In that case, you're saying there's 4 people who are doing this? One sounds like a Khajiit, sand between their toes, a tail, Argonian, and 2 knives? 2 warriors, perhaps human. And you're looking for someone to help. Well, Khajiit seems to have been following this path in her life. She would not call herself a hero, but she certainly is someone who helps. Perhaps Khajiit and her friends can help you?
Speak no further, look no more. The quickening slows the mortal 4. Salt and dirt, light and stars, meet your destiny from afar.
Does Steer know you're down here?
The priest said to the dead one, "These apples I want no more." The priest said to the wind, "I light these fires so bones are warm." The priest tends to the dead, as the priest should. The fishwife is not seen, or heard, or even understood. Knows not, or cares too much to care. Priest moves in arcane guides, in light his mystery bare.
Okay, you must be the fishwife. And Khajiit is guessing that Steer probably knows you're in here. And he is content to let you be here. How do you know of this pact?
The tail said, "I smell another." The knives said, "You smell a corpse." Bones rattle and bones wake, and smells their voices hoarse. 4 mortals made the pact, but another sat in shallows. No one sees the short, the poor, or the blind in the shadows. The 5th one heard the pact, but did not speak or sign. Shivered, trembled, fought for warmth in cold's frigid bind. In the shade to hide from shades, and say the words that fell the day.
Ah, so you were in the shadows listening, and one of them thought they heard someone, but the others said, "No, you're not hearing anything." Khajiit is trying her best to understand. She guesses she is probably not understanding everything that you're saying, but she's hoping she's getting the gist of it. This pact, did this take place in these catacombs or in a crypt?
The sand says, "You must find the dead." The tail says, "We found them." A claw is brought, a wheel is turned, and the end is near to ground them.
Okay, Khajiit, could you say that again? Khajiit didn't really get much meaning from that.
The tail said, "I smell another." The knives said, "You smell a corpse." Bones rattle and bones wake, and smells their voices hoarse. 4 mortals made the pact, but another sat in shallows. No one sees the short, the poor, or the blind in the shadows. The 5th one heard the pact, but did not speak or sign, shivered, trembled, fought for warmth in cold's frigid bind, in the shade to hide from shades, and say the words that fell the day. The sand says, you must find the dead. The tale says, we found them. A claw is brought, a wheel is turned, and the end is near to ground them.
Okay, so they were looking for specific corpses. The Argonians said that they found them. A claw is brought. Are you speaking of the keys? The claw key? And a wheel is turned. That would be the wheels that open the door. Alright. So they went through into an ancient Nordic ruin using one of those circular doors. Alright. Who are you? You said you're the fishwife, but surely you must have a name.
Names are all we are. Name it, and it shall be known. It wears a new name. Wears it proud, same as the old. Mother said, your name is Gwyvain. Father agreed. It's a lovely name. The children called her ugly and vain. Mother said, ignore their game.
Gwyvain. Well met, Gwyvain. It doesn't appear that you came from a broken home. Yet something must have happened to you. You are different.
The knives said and spoke too clear. The land will cry with pain and pray for a time when they could but fear. Mother, guide me. Father, guide me. Strength to watch it all go by me.
Perhaps you have no idea how this happened to you.
Seams ran jagged on a curved dome. Shuddered, snapped, lost in moans. Thrusting pain, unending pain. Never will it after. Heart bleeds, but no blood comes. Sorrow knows only laughter. Trust was given, trust was shaken. Love she kept, so it was taken.
Okay, Khajiit thinks you're saying your parents were killed and you were possibly struck in the head. Possibly. Well, Khajiit says whatever happened to you, she is so sorry, Gwyvain. She is so sorry that this happened to you. Khajiit is wondering, did you perhaps hear any names? She is sorry to change subject back to what we were talking about, but she understands that there's nothing she can do about your past. She wishes she could. But she can do something about what's going on now. Is there any way you can tell Khajiit who made this pact? Did you hear any names?
The cat whispered doubt to the knives, but its blades cut through the knee. It quivered no more, but fur sat matted, lapping meekly at its fleas. The knives nodded to frozen breath, as it read from tome of forgotten death. Flame rose, flame cold, wretched, wrenching soul of old. From the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child.
Well, Khajiit understands there was a Khajiit there who possibly was attacked by the others. And the 2 blades. Khajiit is guessing possibly 2 humans, maybe perhaps a Redguard and a Nord, or a Breton even. Well, perhaps you can tell if Khajiit is correct. There was an Argonian, there was a Khajiit. As for the other two blades,
I was a student at the
she's
Vals
not
College
certain. They
short
could have
time
been Mer, they
until
could have
my
been
affiliation with
human.
Vermina was discovered. I haven't been back to Solitude since.
The cat whispered doubt to the knives, but its blades cut through the knee. It quivered no more, but first sat matted, lapping meekly at its fleas. The knives nodded to frozen breath, as it read from tome of forgotten death.
Frozen breath.
Flame rose, flame cold, wretched, wrenching soul of old. From the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child.
Frozen breath. Khajiit, is she anywhere close with what she's saying?
No, yes, yes, and no. The second dressed, and the third signed, but neither scales nor empires did she find. The cat whispered doubt to the knives, but its blades cut through the knee. It quivered no more, but first sat matted, lapping meekly at its fleas. The knives nodded to frozen breath, as it read from tome of forgotten death. Flame rose, flame cold, wretched, wrenching soul of old. From the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child.
So, all right, a Khajiit, an elf, a Nord, and a Redguard?
Frozen words conjured life, soul unbound to cause limitless strife. Daylight's end is Nern's final chapter, sand on the rug, frozen not long after. So it was said, and then signed in blood, but only for 3 and not for 1. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. One soul entered while the other fled.
Ah. So Redguard, Nord, Elf, and Khajiit. The Khajiit was attacked because they didn't like what the Khajiit said. And the Nord is the one who woke the Droger.
Fear, perhaps, love, maybe. What is the provenance of true denial? Know I not, but I know this. The robe was dressed in the ocean's vial.
All right. Well, thank you, Gavain. Khajiit will not keep you longer. She thinks she's understood about as much as she can. She understands that you're trying your best to tell her what she's asking. But your way of seeing the world has been changed by what's happened to you. Perhaps Khajiit will be able to find someone to help you, so you won't have to stay down here, or want to stay down here, but perhaps can enjoy the sunlight and the fresh air, and maybe even catch a few bugs like Khajiit. Fare thee well, Gavain. Four. Well, there was 4, and now there's 3. So the question is, where... So there must be another entrance. Possibly that was broken into the walls? Ah, possibly down there. Khajiit wants to just peek around to see. Ah, she will not bother Gavain, who's sitting amongst some bones. That poor girl. She can't be any more than about 15, maybe 16 at most. In Nord terms, if she were Khajiit, she actually is very close to the same age as Khajiit. But Khajiit grew much faster than humans do. Sounds like this door leads to the outside. Ooh, bright. He said that it broke into the temple. Alright, well, let's go back down here. We must have missed something. She's not sure what, but something was missed. Did you fellas notice anything by any chance? Okay, she is not seeing any place that looks broken open down here. This can't be the place. Now this is all housing. There doesn't seem to be a temple here. And there goes some of her spells. Yeah, alright is up to debate.
Tendrils of thought can wind their way through this realm, but those tendrils bind our reality together.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Ah. She understands why. Is it possibly access through here? Hello.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Well, watch what you're asking for, or you might get it. And then decide you didn't want it after all. Alright. This is the only place Khajiit doesn't remember. Now here is a place, it looks like perhaps court is held in the open of some description. Ah, those shadows keep freaking Khajiit out. Yeah, this is, I think, or Khajiit thinks this is the only place she has not been recently that's big enough to possibly be what she's looking for. And yeah, this might be the right place. Now, Arendar said it was a possible location when she asked earlier. But she thought, no, that's Castle Dower. That can't possibly be right. Khajiit, sorry, Arendar. She should have come here well, but then we wouldn't have gone into the crypt and met Gwyvain, so... All right.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold.
Yes, she is. Hi.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that cookbook?
Khajiit's heard that rumor. Possibly. One of the... Khajiit will talk to you again in a moment.
The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight.
Khajiit hopes you're right.
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials.
Khajiit's pretty sure she's not talking to Khajiit.
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
Indeed. One of those.
I was a student at the Bard's College for a short...
You can tell the story to the
until my
fellas.
affiliation with Vermina was...
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Khajiit's never met a werewolf. Not yet. She suspects they're not real. Just a story.
Word is the College of Mages is back to normal.
Yes.
If there's such a thing for that lot.
Hey. We are quite normal. One of the alcoves up front is empty, yes? Khajiit would like to ask why.
Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago.
If you wouldn't mind reminding Zahjira what the White Gold Concordat was again, just to refresh your memory.
It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion.
So it hasn't
The
changed.
Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man, and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so.
What is your explanation for what the shrines do?
Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines.
Well, thank you.
Your rewards in life will match the strength of your faith.
Thank you. Khajiit hopes that's true.
Blessings to you. The divines are listening. The Temple of Divines is always open for worshippers.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Nice and
Blessed
well
are
met.
those who worship, for they know true grace.
Well met. Khajiit is Zahjira. Well, Khajiit thinks she will reflect upon Elkosh before she continues on her task. Alright, fellas. Now, from what Steers said, this was... The wall here was broken in. So possibly downstairs? Actually, Khajiit probably should tell them what she's doing poking around. So they don't get... you are the High Priest? Khajiit would like to let you know that she was sent here by Folk Firebeard via Steer, and she is looking for that hole that was broken into your wall. So Unless you can point Khajiit to that hole, please excuse her poking around. She will not touch anything, obviously. She is just merely looking for where this occurred. She'll tell the other priest as well. Khajiit is just looking for the place. She has been sent by Folk Firebeard and by Steer to find where there was a hole broken in through from the catacombs to here, and Khajiit has business there. She is sent by Folk Firebeard. Possibly you already know, but please excuse Khajiit poking around unless you can tell her where
Some
it
are
is.
saying the Stygic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order. I had them figured for dead.
They're not quite so dead. Yeah, Khajiit has actually met one. Oh, very, very tough to get up these stairs. Well, okay, she's pretty sure it's not up here, but it doesn't make sense.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
Yes, she is not talking to Khajiit when she says those things. Okay, so this looks like it's the only way down, which means Khajiit has to open doors.
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials.
Of course, now she's wonders what's
Let
through
us
here,
walk in the steps of the divines.
but she will not try to pick that lock unless she needs to. This looks like this is not what she wants. All right. Oh, that was the key that she was given. Well, there you go. Let's be a little stealthy, fellas. And if you guys want to come in here with Khajiit, and that would be the place. All right. Are you inside, fellas? Good. Khajiit just wants to close this door and lock it again, in case anything comes through. It's undoubtedly why it was locked. All right. So these are ancient catacombs of Potema. And she died 400 years ago. So in theory, there's no fresh bodies in here except for the Khajiit, who for whatever reason decided to help raise Potema, and the other three. The Red Guard, the Elf, and the Argonian. Okay, Khajiit just heard a door open. Fellas. Well, that wasn't very quiet now, was it? Dang it. What Khajiit meant to do, I guess perhaps she's a little more nervous than she gave credit for. What she meant to do was to ask her fellas if they wouldn't mind being stealthy. Fabulous. And let her eyes adjust. Interesting. So when it was broken open, did they just decide to start storing things here? Or are these 400-year-old... Perhaps they are 400 years old. Khajiit does not think they would have put down a rug. And so this is old stuff, which means it's safe for Khajiit to acquire. She will take silver things. Oddly enough, this looks in... It's a catacomb, but It almost looks like it was a place where people used to go regularly until they bricked it up. Why else have a plant, the pot down here? Khajiit wonders. She really needs to find a spell that lets her see those who have died. Well, not exactly that. That have been raised as Draugr again, she means. Arender, you were telling Khajiit the other day, the last time we were at Solitude, after we left on the trip, you mentioned to Khajiit in the cart that there is actually someone who sells spells. Or there used to be someone who sold spells in the Blue Palace. How recent was that knowledge of yours? Could that... It would make sense that Jarl Elisif would have someone who knows magery and possibly sold spells. Because she really wants that spell. And she's been wanting it for a long time. And this seems like a... Okay. Khajiit has decided, now we know where to go. We will be back here, but we are going to go back to the Blue Palace and see if we can find that wizard. Or mage, or whatever the person calls themselves. Ah, dang it. I made a mistake there. Unfortunately, there is a bug where these guys get messed up if I go through a door, or like a room transition, if I have stealth on. So I'm going to have to load it back to where just after they entered. And what just happened still happened in character. She's just going to turn around, take the stealth off if it's on, and come back through. My bad. Alright, fellas. Let's go back. Alright. If everyone will come up here, please.
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
Okay.
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials.
Don't want to leave it unlocked. Khajiit will be back. Now she knows where to go. She needs to get some supplies.
Is it true what they say? There was a dragon held captive in Whiterun, and you released it? By the gods, woman, why?
Because Khajiit needed information, and he hopefully will not be an asset now.
Place when we forget.
Yes, perhaps. Is she gonna have people yelling at her randomly from the streets now on, why did you let that dragon go? Does Khajiit have to post a public proclamation explaining herself to everybody? And then there's people that wouldn't read it, or perhaps can't read it. Hello.
You see us from Hammerfell?
Yes, she's seen them. Yes, they do. She has one. Bye! Is this a new thing that people always randomly talk to strangers in the street? This is actually something she doesn't recall. she's sure it's happened. Oh, here comes the boys. In the past. It's just, is it more frequent or is it just her imagination? Alright, so we are looking for someone who will... Okay, no... Ah!
So, what's new? We're all waiting to hear what you've been up to.
Hi.
Something on your mind?
Khajiit's almost afraid to ask. Any interesting rumors?
Daria has put on quite a bit of weight in the past month. It's no wonder she's so bitter, especially when Taria looks so fabulous.
Okay. Thank you for the rumor.
Goodbye.
Bye. Indari. That name. Isn't she a mage? Now, the question is what time is it? It's afternoon. Indari? Khajiit? Oh, no. You... Crap. She is a mage. This looks like... Okay, this is the person. What's that? Oh, there is also a wizard that Khajiit failed to visit in Windhelm. Oh, that's news to Khajiit. She doesn't think they'll go there just to go shopping, but the next time we're in Windhelm, please remind Khajiit, if she doesn't remember, to look for that person. Sybil, Khajiit is so sorry to wake you up, but she really needs to buy some spells.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
Oh, those eyes. What have you got for sale?
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
What's wrong with her nose? Well... Okay, we're here for spells. No. 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 Definitely not. That looks interesting. It doesn't cost that much. Perhaps Khajiit'll buy it and play with it sometime. Huh. Well... possibly. No. Well, that one looks like she doesn't have that one. Okay, possibly. Okay, no thank you. Well, possibly. Ooh! That looks nice. Okay, before... Okay, Khajiit needs to look and see if she has... Perhaps what she should do is sort this by how expensive they are, because the ones she probably wants are the more expensive ones. Otherwise, she is going to be interested in things that... and possibly spend all her money on things she doesn't actually need but would like to have. No. Looks interesting. Ah, possibly. Ooh! Okay, that one. Okay, no. That looks useful. That one Khajiit already has. No. No. Well, might be useful at some point. That looks interesting. Okay, this is something that only works on unenchanted weapons. That looks useful. That might be useful. Well, she will look through the rest of these. She will get these. It is possible that they will be useful. Ooh, that looks interesting. She's not interested in plagues. Okay, no. Ooh, the spell soul trap. Okay, that will possibly be useful. That actually goes with a spell she already has. Ah. Possibly. Ooh. Okay, so that goes... Those goes with the phantom spells. She's pretty sure she's got better spells for healing than that. And that possibly might be useful. Well, thank you for all the things. You obviously are an illusion practitioner.
Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see.
Is she a vampire? Is that why she's asleep during the day? Okay. Okay, that did not have the spell that Khajiit was looking for. Alright, let's just... And now she can do Phantom Image and play with that. Oh, apparently she did have spells, yes, of other sorts, not just illusion. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That one she's interested in. Alright. Okay. Lesser Ward. Now, does this... If she uses Lesser Ward... Ah, it's one she has to keep casting. Alright, Khajiit will think about that. Well, she got a lot of spells, not the one she wanted. Now she's... She's wondering... Khajiit is shopping for spells. She's sorry she's poking around. Well, she's not sorry she's poking around, but she understands it may aggravate people that she's poking around. And she's looking for people who can sell her spells. So please don't get upset at Khajiit. Well, whoever lives here looks like there's someone who might... be able to help Khajiit. Oh, this is probably Elisif's room. Let's go back out of there. Now, the second thought. Let's just close the door. Alright, let's go downstairs then and see if we can find... That one is locked. May or may not be with an unpickable lock. It doesn't really matter. Hello. Khajiit thinks you are not who she is looking for.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Ah! Hello. Archmage Zahjira, at your service. Okay, this is the servants' quarters. Okay. Not sure whose place that is. Hello. Hi.
I don't like talking to someone who holds their honor so cheaply.
Ah. Okay.
Stormcloaks have taken the Reach, but will return. The Empire will bring order. All right then.
Okay.
I can't believe we lost Markarth. Igmund's family has ruled there for generations.
Ah. Alright, that is why he is upset with Khajiit, because of the peace talks. He lost Markarth. Khajiit is sorry, but it was an agreement that had to be made. She understands that you're upset. Hello.
Just looking at you makes me upset.
Okay.
Take care now.
It's somewhat of a mixed message there. I hate you. Bye. Have a good day. Alright, well, Khajiit understands now why they're here. They are staying here and probably extremely upset because they are no longer in charge of Markarth. That's understandable that they would be upset. Right, so Khajiit has bought what spells she can. Very well. Not the one she was looking for.
Magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Ah. No, Khajiit wouldn't do that. Alright, well, let's get back. This shopping trip was, well, not pointless, but not fruitful. Did not give her what she was looking for. But next time we go to Windhelm, we'll have...
The winking skeever's got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
Thank you. Alright. We're back.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold.
Yes, she is. And...
Is it true what they say? There was a dragon held captive in Whiterun, and you released it? By the gods, woman, why?
You're not gonna let it go, are you?
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be public, and word is spreading like mage fire. The great evil has been vanquished. You have truly saved us all.
Khajiit did what she felt was necessary. She is glad that you approve.
You're that mage from the college, right? Hear things have finally calmed down over there.
Yes. Could you please talk? Apparently now she knows who Khajiit is. She's all simultaneously happy and annoyed at Khajiit. Happy that Alduin was defeated, but unhappy that she let a different dragon go. Alrighty then. Let's get the boys over here.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
She sounded very close, but she's not in here. Alright, fellas.
May knowledge of your...
Let's go ahead and... let's refresh all our spells.
Carry us through our daily trials.
That is not what she wanted. There we go. And Alright guys, I'm a little bit past time to go to the next episode, so if you are watching on YouTube, please look at the upcoming live streams section. For the next episode, which should be 3.054, I will be right back in about 5 minutes with the next episode of Zahjira Skyrim. I got those totally out of order. Skyrim, Zahjira's Travels. And if you're watching on Twitch and or Mixer, please just give me about 5 minutes. The stream will briefly end, and then it'll start again for the next episode. See you in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. Bye.